Hey guys, hope this video finds you well today. And today I want to talk about physique goals and what I think is an ideal physique goal, especially for guys like me, 50s, guys in the 60s, and obviously women as well. I think this is what I'm talking about today is what I think is a more practical way to approach your physique goals, rather than the traditional sort of weight, a certain weight, or you want to sit a certain body fat level, because let's be honest, we've got, when we've gone, we just decide that we're going to get fit, we're going to get healthy, we want to transform our physiques, our bodies, and generally we have a weight that we want to hit. We've got a weight we used to be years ago, and that's where we want to get back to. Okay, likewise, on the body fat level that we achieved years ago, and that's where we want to get to. That's where we think we're going to look our best. And the thing is, when you can hit these levels, which is great, but it doesn't always tell the whole story, does it? You can get to a certain weight, but you still don't look. You still don't have your ideal physique or the ideal look you want. Same with your body fat levels, because it all depends where that fat's come from. Where the weight's dropped, you might have lost muscle mass at the same time, so your physique actually might not be really looking like you want it to look, And also, so tracking weight can be difficult. Weight fluctuates up and down, and it's very hard to sort of gauge whether you're actually making progress or not, because just purely by weight. You can look at yourself in the mirror, you can see clothes fit or not, but still tracking by weight can get frustrating. Likewise with fat loss, or with body fat levels, difficult to actually find out what an accurate level is, unless you know someone who can measure it properly with calipers and know all the certain points on the body. Because a lot of these machines and scales they're all right, but they're not a truly accurate picture. They'll give you an idea, but they really won't tell the full story. So I've been frustrated with this all for years now. So I've decided last few years, because for me, and this might not apply to everyone watching this, is when I'm training, obviously I want to get fit, I want to get healthy, but I also want to look my best. I'm a little bit vain, and I want to look my best, and so therefore I train for aesthetics as well, not just strength, not just performance. I want to look the best I can look. So for me, I use what's called the golden ratio. You may have heard of this, you may not have heard of it. It's been around for thousands of years. I think it's from the Greeks, maybe. In terms of, and it's all about body symmetry. There's ratios around the body where to get the ideal symmetry of within your sort of physique, or the way you look, and obviously that denotes the ideal beauty, should we call it, on the body. So the ratio I look at is obviously is shoulder to the waist ratio. Now this has been around in bodybuilding, especially for donkey's years. And for men, the ratio is 1.61. Okay, so that is, if you take the circumference of your shoulders at the widest point, across your chest to your back. So, if your shoulders are flat there, you measure all the way around at the widest point, you take that number and then you divide your waist at its thinnest point, the number there, into the shoulder number, and that should give you your ratio. And ideally you want it to be 1.61, because that is apparently the perfect place to be, especially if you're a male. Well, that's for a male, because that denotes masculinity, it denotes virality, it denotes power. It's apparently, the most aesthetically pleasing shape that will attract the opposite sex. So, but regardless of that, obviously that's important. Regardless of that, though, it's still going to denote that you're in good shape. You're in good shape. If you've got, a good sized set of shoulders and upper chest on you, and a thin waist, because of that means you're going to, obviously, body fat levels are going to be lower, on your waist, and obviously you're going to have more muscle in your upper body, so you are going to be in good shape anyway. just for hitting that ratio. Now it's not easy to hit, and it's going to be easier for for certain types of physiques to hit it. Depends on your height and your general build. Some people it'll be easier, some people it'll be harder, but the closer you can get, the better you're going to look. Simple as that. Currently I'm at 1.45, so I've got a little bit of work to do, and for me I'm in that position where probably the work's got to be done on the waist. I probably still need to lose another inch off there, maybe a little bit more size on my shoulders, and I'll be there, which is great. And from there, then I'll decide what else I need to do. Obviously, maybe I need to build up my arms a little bit and work on my legs and stuff like that. But this is what I've been trying to say this before. You don't need to really do that much work. If you focus on these two areas, obviously you want to make sure that your legs are strong and you've got muscle definition in there, and your arms looking at it. But to me, if you put the bulk of your work into the upper body here, and obviously then use your nutrition then to reduce the body fat on your stomach. And I say you don't need to put a lot on here. You can put on, maybe a kilo of mass around here, but you get your stomach, your waist size down. That's going to completely transform your physique. And it's definitely an achievable goal for most guys. For women who are watching this, it's the ratio, if you don't know what it is, it's 1.4. And again, that's going to give you that more hourglass figure. It's going to give you that shoulders into a thinner waist and then out with your hips. So, this is the science behind this. It's not just like pulling numbers out of the air. There's lots of, process sort of stuff got into this. So, anyway, think about it. For me, I find it such a much more easier thing to track, rather than always getting on the scale or trying to figure out body fat levels through, whatever means. I know the closer to this ratio that I am, the better shape I'm in. That's it, end of. I know, and I've been there before. When I'm in that shape, I look at my best. Yeah, probably I could lose a little bit more body fat, probably I could tighten up, get a little bit more definition, but generally, I need to know I'm right where I need to be. So anyway, hope that's helped today. Please obviously comment below if you follow this yourself. Let us know your ratio in the comments. If you haven't done it before, take your measurements now, pop your ratio in the comments, let us know how you're getting on, and let's open discussion about this. Let's see what you think, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and yeah, share, like, do all lovely stuff. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out. Okay guys, be well. I'll see you next one.